Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. Please invite your friends. And today we will have a good time in understanding science. If you notice, in the last few days we were talking about too much about science. And you know that the funny thing is that we found there's a lot of Abdul between the Christians too, who decide to follow someone like Darwin. Even they claim to be Christians, and they say there's really no problem to believe in Darwin. You know, when you see people compromising their faith, it means they have no faith. Those are the Muslims. The Muslims, they heard about the Big Bang. They know that the Big Bang had nothing to do with the Quran. They say the Big Bang is in the Quran. They compromise, they lie in order to make their religion fit with science. And there is some, they claim to be Christian, they do the same. You know, he want to convince himself that, science in total agreement with the Bible, you know. And I don't know what science they are talking about. I mean, is it scientific that Jesus, he put some mud on the eye of somebody and he make him see? Is it scientific that Jesus is born of a woman, she never have a man? I mean, weird people, you know. This is when you have a fake believer. A fake believer, he fake his belief. You know what I mean? A fake believer is somebody, he fake his belief. A fake believer who, you know, he tried to make his belief kebab in the eye of somebody, just because this is what people like to see. I go with the market, you know, it's like a market. So, you know, I advise those people, either you leave your belief, you idiot, because you're an idiot. If you are not convinced with it, don't try to make it sound something else. So when you say you follow Darwin, you idiot, I say to you, you are no Christian. As simple as that. All those, and by the way, when you say theory, you idiot, it means it's a theory, you idiot. That's why the word theory is before it. Do you know what the word theory is? Theory. So, you know, but I don't blame them, by the way. I blame the schools who poison the mind of those, one day they used to be kids, and they told them that Darwin is the one, Darwin is the guy, Darwin is, you know, and then they told them there's a lot of evidence, like the Big Bang, there's a lot of evidence. They have zero evidence. It's just a theory. And the theory does not even make sense for a second. And then they made a machine in Europe, a machine for the Big Bang, cost them billions of dollars, and then they could not generate even a dust. Anyway, stupidity, as we say, always amazing. However, those who try to make the religion shish kebab, obviously you are a shish kebab. Like, there's one of two things: either your religion is shish kebab or you are shish kebab. Choose one, maybe both of you. However, if you are a Christian and you try to make your religion or your belief fit with something, let us say the science discover, or let us say a scientist came today and says, there is no way there's a woman, she can have a child without a man. I mean, we have to agree with him. Science, this is science. The Bible says that Jesus is born of a woman, she never have a man. So now what we will do? So either you are a person who believes that God is not under the law of nature because he is the one who broke every law of nature. He is God. He is the one who created that law. That law is goes for you, not for him. So what is scientifically correct, it can be stupidly correct too. Because always there is a machines of propaganda who is supporting an idea. The atheists always, they want to fight Christianity. That's why you see the atheists, even now, they take side with Islam. Who is the number one enemy for me? You know? Who is the one who, let us say, what they want to use the word enemy for what I say, what I do? Facebook, YouTube, Google. Well, that's the truth. They are atheists. They are the one who protect the devil of Muhammad. So you will find always that, I'm not saying every atheist support Islam, but generally speaking, the majority, they support Islam with no limit. Not only that, they are willing to die for it. And the purpose is to fight Christianity. That because there is stupidity, because if Islam take over, they will be tortured. They will be demolished. You know, It's for the mercy of God that you have a Christians living among you who don't believe in killing others and they don't agree with them. But just wait. Let us see the one who are supporting what they will do to you. So, atheism and Islam, both of them, they are aggressive cults. The second you don't agree with them, they are all over you. And they are violent too, you know. I mean, you might hear that Islam teach violence. Atheism is way violence too. Stalin, he used to sign every morning before he drink his coffee an order to execute more than 5,000 people. If the number is less than 5, he questioned why the number is less than 5. Even Muhammad did not do that. They bring in the coffee, and Stalin now he is going to drink his coffee, and they give him a piece of paper, and the piece of paper is to sign execution of a couple of thousands, and if the number is less than 5, he is upset. 5,000, not 5 people. The president of North Korea, he's an atheist. I'm not going to explain to you what he do. This guy, even he killed his own brother. I will not be even surprised if he killed his father or not. So they share a lot of things, and the second you go against what they believe, they are the same as Muhammadan. So I receive messages. A person, he says to me, I'm not going to donate for you. I was supporting you in Patreon, and I'm not going to donate for you no more. I said, okay, please don't. It's not an honor for me. And please, if you're listening to me, if you're an atheist, and you donate $1 for me, go and just delete your donation. I don't want it. Just take it. Anyway, so this guy, he made a drama. And then, guess what? He donated $1 and the dollar never come through. Which means it was a fake credit card number. So they try to fight you and they go aggressive. Go and see the comment of those atheists. Actually, I noticed that all they are the same. You know, when I spoke about Hinduism, I spoke about yoga, they go crazy. The Hindus who support me, Christian Prince, you are amazing. Christian Prince, you are wonderful. We love your videos. The second you say something about Hinduism, the Hindus is all over you. Where is the one who says Islam is not tolerance and turn to be they are the same? Same as the atheist. Anyway, as the Chinese says, he left as a donkey, never come back as a horse. And you know, I'm waiting for evolution to work with me because I want to improve my organs. You know, I want to fly. And I hope soon I will be able to fly. Actually, I can't fly from now because yesterday I started thinking about becoming a bird. And, you know, after like it takes time, supposedly. This is something like slow process. But it's going to happen sooner or later. So now I gave order to my cells, you know, like, let us work in this from now. And we discussed it. They said it's going to take like 3 million years, you know. I said, so what? We start from now better than later, you know, like, come on. You know the thing. So in 3 million years, this is how I will look like, you know. I will improve my organs and I will be able to, not exactly how I look like. I mean, come on, it's not the same. You know, I don't want to eat like just, you know, seeds and, you know, I want to eat like shish kebab too. Yeah, hello. Anyway, so, you know, it just, you improve yourself and by time you will be something. So like, you know, I will die as a Christian Prince. I will come back maybe as a flamingo, you know. And then all girls want to take a picture with me. I mean, I spend my life, nobody want to take a picture with me. And now, if I became a flamingo, man, you can imagine how many, you know, beautiful women they will take a picture with the flamingo. And that's like, this is me, like, yeah, take picture. Finally, it's happening. What a stupid people. Stupidity is amazing. And if you are a Christian, if you are a believer, you don't follow those dumb. You see, they even call me Taliban, you know, Taliban, you know, and they lie about us. They say the Bible teach that the earth is flat. The Bible is the only book ever in history, before all science, who says the globe of the earth hanged on nothing. This is the Bible. hanged on nothing, and the shape of it is like a globe or a sphere. Before all your scientists exist, but we don't brag about it, says Bible is a book of science. It's not a book of science. It's a book of miracles, and miracles is above science. When Jesus walked in water, is that science? When Jesus made the blind see, is that science? When Jesus said to the man who cannot walk, walk, is that science? No, it's not. So those who are desperate, who have no faith, is those who they bow down under the feet of science, and they compromise their religion, they compromise their text, they compromise their books, because they are fake and their religion is fake, and they are following of a fake God. So you cannot be Christian and you do the same as those people. I'm trying to find even a decent picture to put it in the screen. I mean, I just typed the word stick. I found a lot of crazy stuff. What the heck is that? Okay, well, maybe this is a little bit decent. Okay, we will change the title. Hold on. The best way to do your lipstick. I mean, even Google can't understand what I'm saying. All right. What is the best way to do your lipstick? Here we go. The title changed now. And now we have a picture of a lady, you know, and she have, I mean, her teeth is really big. Somebody, an atheist, he would say she used to be a horse. You never know, you never know. You never know. Anyway, so, you know, the topic today is about women. And, you know, the Quran is a book of intelligence, as you know. I mean, it's for sure. The one who wrote the Quran is a super being intelligent. You do not need to prove that. I mean, it's not even a question. It's like you are trying to prove to me that Joe Biden was not sleeping when he was meeting the Israeli Prime Minister. No way. I mean, there's no need to I mean, come on, it's clear. So Allah is super intelligent. How Allah he reached such an intelligence? How he can do that? Let us figure out together. I have a serious question. My ex-wife maybe you can help me. Is a Yoko one or a man or a woman? You don't give me, you know, silly questions, otherwise I will block you, because you just wasted my time reading your stupid text. All right, I just warn you. If we go in the Quran, we will find the Quran, the book of wisdom for sure, chapter 2, verse number 282. Look how long the translation. I mean, the Arabic is few lines. The English is a book. Anyway, let us go and see what this talking about. So, you know, this verse in the Quran, if we can correct the verse, and by the way, the Muslims, they took the verse and the numbers and those things, they copy the way the Bible was written. They try to make a book similar to the Bible. Otherwise, you know that those Arab, even Muslim, they say their prophet himself did not know how to write, how to read. And all of us, we knew that Allah never said to Muhammad, this is verse number 282, you know, and this is chapter, the cow. Allah never quoted the cow, by the way. So when the Muslim, they decide to make a book, they look at the Bible and they try to do the same. They give it a name, and then they give it numbers, the chapter number, verse number, and they correct a verse. And the word ayah in the Quran itself is a story from the Bible. But anyway, our topic is, oh, who you believe, when you contract a debt for a fixed period, write it down. Sound good? Very, very good. Let a scribe write it down. injustice between you. Let no, not the scribe, refuse to write as Allah has taught him. Allah, he taught the scribe. Let it go. Okay. And then he continues and he says, and in the case like you borrow money from each other, get 2 witnesses out of your men. Here you notice that the Quran insists that the witnesses have to be men. But there's exception, because what if somebody is borrowing money and there's no 2 men? There's no enough men. Muhammad, he and his God, for sure, the super being intelligent, he come with a solution. And when I say solution, this is not solution, this is solution. And if there are not 2 men available, then a man and 2 women. That's deep. Look at this. So the witness for borrowing money, and by the way, this is only for borrowing money. 2 women are not accepted in other witnesses. Islam forbid women totally from being witness in the way or anything have to do with capital punishment. As an example, a killing or a theft. Even if 1,000,000 women, they saw a man killing a man, those women are not accepted because they have to be men. This is only in the case of borrowing money. So if a man want to borrow money from different man, he have to provide 2 witnesses additional to 2 men, because the man who borrowed the money, he can't be a witness, you know. I mean, you are the one, you are part of it. So you have to get 2 additional men, which means if 2 men dealing with each other, then we need 2 more men, and that will make them 4, in order to accomplish this contract. But what if there is no 2 men? Then 2 women and 1 man. Okay, why 2 women and 1 man? Remember, it was 2 men, 2 of your men. Then because there's no 2 men, there's only maybe less 1. 2 men will become 1 man and 2 women. But what if there is no man at all? You cannot do it then. Women are not accepted. At least you have to have one man. That reminds me of Ibn Battuta. You know, the Muslims are so proud about him. Ibn Battuta. He went to an island. All the women there, they have a 3 breast. I mean, this guy, he exceeded the lies of Muhammad. Brother, one of the first discovery channels in the world, he was a Muslim, brother. His name is Ibn Battuta. Yeah, Ibn Battuta, who found an island full of women and they have 3 breasts. I was there, by the way, you know. And actually, I wanted to do breastfeeding for adult, as the Prophet said, but I was confused. Which one? I mean, there are 3. I spent like 2 hours looking at them, like which one, you know. And then I decided to make like a lotto to choose which one to drink from it. Anyway, this is out of our story. So 2 men and 1 woman, sorry, two men or 1 man and 2 women. But if there's no 1 man at least, then doesn't matter how many women you have, that is not valid. Do you understand? So if there's no 1 man at least, there's no contract. The existence of the man is what make the contract valid. This is number 1. But why is that? If we continue reading, we will find the reason behind this. And here you see the supreme wisdom of Allah. He said, so 1 man and 2 women, okay, such as you agree for witnesses. And not only that, those 2 women, you have to agree upon them. And you can read the interpretation. They will say to you, well, you have to choose women who they are valid. So not just a woman, she have to be valid, because most of women, according to Islam, they are bad. So if one of them, and here you see the supreme intelligence, the sign of intelligence of Muhammad and his God. So if one of them, of those two women, errs, this is the translation, then the other one can remind her. Who is a Muslim, he agree with this? Hey, Fadil, you see, you can come here, you can insult me, you can say whatever you want. You want to insult Jesus? I will send you free shipping and handling to Allah. Get lost. Son of Muta. We allow you to insult me and to say whatever you want, but don't go that much far. We will put you in a box, ship you free, and let Allah help you. Coward. So, if one of them she err, the other one can remind her. Who is a Muslim here? He agree with this. Who is a Muslim? He agree with this. I want you to think deeply and help me to see if this is stupid or this is super smart. Anyone notice something here? Who is thinking with me? Forget about this father, guys. Forget about him. We just kicked him out. That's it. What, you want to spend the day talking about him now? Focus with me. Otherwise, we will go back to lipstick. So, anyone notice with me something wrong? Anyone? What is wrong in this? Is there something wrong? I want to see how people think. So I'm not going to say anything. I will wait for you, people, to help me. What is wrong with this statement? You see, I'm using the Muslim translation. I'm not going even to change it for a second now, even though I don't agree really with what it says, because it says tadul, you know, which means Allah, he used this word, the wrong word, because dalla in Arabic is from dalal, you know, being like a bad person, you know, which would nothing have to do with memory, because obviously you are doing it wrongly. You are not being decent, maybe. But as long as they are saying that this is about her, she is doing an error, and the other one can remind her, how that can be? Sir Arrow, okay, Sir Arrow, he is calling me a dump, okay, and he gave us an answer. So Arrow, Mr. Arrow, you are a Muslim? And you know, I don't know, sometimes the intelligence is beyond understanding, and he's a man, as you see, he's not a woman, so I don't know why his intelligence is like this. So look, he just posed for us what the Quran is saying. We are waiting for the explanation. He posed for us what the Quran is saying again. That's deep. Look at this. It's written, if one woman err, the other can remind her. It's because of reminding other women. Well, that's deep. I mean, how you come to this answer, man? But this is the same as the verse saying, you did not add one word. You add the word because? I want you to give me an answer. If one woman, if a woman err, the other woman can remind her. How that work? Explain to me. I'm just waiting. What you posted for us is just repeating what the Quran is saying. if a woman err, the other woman can remind her, explain. Who is a Muhammadan? He have explanation. Just to show you, I'm not going to make you wait for long, the stupidity of the author of the Quran. As long the Quran stating that women, they have a mental issue. They are not smart. They are not intelligent. And they will err. So if you have first women or second women or 3 women or 10 women after, who care? It's the same. They are women. As long the Quran saying 1 man and 2 women. Okay, what is the reason? Obviously, according to the Quran, women, they have a defect in their brain. So how you can support by solving a problem by bringing someone, he have a defect too. So the first woman, she have a defect. Why? Because she is a woman. Okay, the second woman, she have a defect too, because she's a woman too. And if the second woman, it's impossible for her to be having defect, that means the first one too should be impossible for her to have defect. Why one man do not need another man to remind him? Because he don't have a defect. One man is enough. So the stupid Muhammad and the stupid Allah, he come with the conclusion and solution that if one of them she is deficient, the second one will not. Well, why the first one have deficiency in her brain? Because she's a woman. Okay, but isn't the second one is a woman too? Okay, what if the second woman, she gave an error too? She's a woman, remember? You know what? I'm going to borrow money from you guys, and I will ask women to be witnesses, and they will forget a couple of zeros. I love it, you know, like, hey, ladies, do you remember how much I borrowed from this guy? Remember, like, it was 10. Okay, thank you. Yeah, see, $10, not 10 millions. You know, thank you, women. I appreciate that. So the stupid author of the Quran supposedly is finding a solution, claiming that women, they have brain issue, and now he want to fix it. How he fix it? 2 women, but they are women anyway. And as long it's possible for the first one to err because she is a woman, well, the second woman, highly possible she will be. And why she will not, actually? Isn't she a woman too? Isn't it Allah, he made all people equal? That will make them 2 errors. 2 errors. Here you notice that the author of the Quran is not only mentally ill, is silly and stupid. Now, for those who like science, which I don't really, you see, I don't call it 3D science. I mean, science today have many branches, but many of those branches called science anyway. I mean, like, you study law, this is a science of law. You study human behavior, which is a law, you study it too. Science of human behavior. But if you go and see those shrink, who they are called shrink doctors, who who deal with people who have a, let us say, depression or any kind of distress or something, you will see that the doctor himself, he need a mentor and he need a doctor. Most of them, they are mentally ill. And how they can deal with people who they have some problems. So, but anyway, according to science, for those who like science, don't the Muslims like science? Big Bang, Dr. Dakanai, brother and sister, there is a scientist, his name is Dr. John Tigavrini. John what? John Tigavrini. The last name, his name is Italian, and I can say it. He's Italian. He's Vazantini. Okay, exactly. Okay. So what this guy he said, Zakir, that according to him, women are stupid, and we can prove it. Okay, how you can prove it? First of all, if I ask you, who is the first one who taught you In my case, my mother. In your case, who? Exactly, my mother. Ah, that explains why you are so stupid. So your mother is a stupid, and now you became a stupid. I got it. Exactly. Sorry, not exactly. Okay. So according to scientific study, women do have better memory than men, says the study. It's official. It is official. Women have better memory than men. In a study published in the Journal of Monobola, women aged 45-55 years perform better in all memory measures. All memory measures. Come on, leave something for the men for the sake of the shin of Allah. I mean, all? Like, what the heck? I'm upset right now. Like, all. I mean, shouldn't you leave something for men? Okay. Anyway, there's tons of articles, and all are scientists. This is not the Christian website. This is not Muslim site. This is not atheist site. This is just a, medical journal, But forget about scientific study, who they are proving Islam to be stupid. But isn't it true that your mother, she remember things your father never remember about you? Isn't it true if you take your wife with you to an occasion, let us say you go to a wedding party, you come back home, you ask the man, what happened there? He don't remember anything. He don't remember what his friend were wearing, what the bride was wearing, what the food he ate. He remember nothing. You ask the woman the same question. She will give you details. What the woman she was wearing, what her ears are, the ring in her hand, and the shoes in her feet, and the color of them, and the design, and this is a fact. They give you details. There's no man in earth can remember. So how the Quran saying such a stupid thing? And here, by the way, this verse in the Quran bring destruction to Islam. Anyone knows why? How this verse destroy Islam? Think with me. How this verse destroy Islam? I don't know what's wrong today. I mean, usually we have a lot of people here. Is YouTube hiding our channel or what? They can do it. Atheist. If you go and check whatever Muhammad he said, who is number one resource for what Muhammad said? Aisha. If I type the word Aisha, I will find thousands and thousands of hadith reported by Aisha. Let us see, hold on. Based on the Quran, whatever Aisha she said is invalid. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you see what the Quran did now? Anything Aisha she said is a poo-poo based on the Quran. because Aisha is invalid witness for whatever happened to Muhammad, and she witnessed. But all of Islam is based on what Aisha she said. Look at this. I can flip pages for years to come. All is Aisha said, the Prophet said, and because of Aisha said, the Muslim did do. Even about how to pray. Aisha, she said, this is how the Prophet prays. So we pray like Aisha. Aisha, she said. The Prophet, he said the following sentence before, he do this. Okay, we do the same as she said. When the Prophet, he see the eclipse, he go crazy and he do such certain prayer. We do the same. Mizan saying, Aisha is not number one in the hadith. Abu Huraira. Okay, hold on. A Muslim, he gets so upset and he gave us a very, very important question. Let us put him in the screen. Make him happy and famous. Aisha is not number one in the hadith narrative. Abu Huraira, I mean, look how stupid this guy is. So she is number two? Are you saying she is number two? Are you saying to me like Aisha, the thousands and thousands of hadith she said, and you Muslim, you follow them because you are stupid? You should follow only Abu Hurairah hadith? Are you saying that or what? And you idiot, you stupid. Abu Hurairah report what Aisha she said. Mostly. But he was not even there. Like the Prophet, he used to suck my tongue when he was fasting. Abu Hurairah was there. Are you saying that Abu Hurairah, he was in the bedroom of Muhammad when Muhammad was sucking the tongue of Aisha, and he saw it and he witnessed it and he said it? Or he took that from Aisha? Idiot. And the funny, he says to me, liar. Let us say something kind of funny. This is your Islamic website, and it says there that Aisha is reported to be the most known of hadith narration of the Prophet. And for sure, they give you numbers of every book, how many hadith is coming from her. In every book. Abu Hurairah, you idiot, he reported 1,500 hadith. Here they are saying that, not me. But all of those, most of them, they are coming from Aisha anyway. which means Aisha, she reported way more than him. However, who care? Who said more? As long as Aisha, she is invalid witness, then Islam became invalid, because you Muslims, you worship Aisha. This is why you kill the Shia, because they insult Aisha. As simple as that. All this teaching is coming from Aisha. Who was there? Nobody. Who can confirm it? Nobody. I was sleeping in the front of the Prophet, SAWS, with my legs between him and the Qibla. Can you show me Abu Hurairah reporting that? Because that would be fun. Aisha, she go and sit between men, and she speak about her vagina, about her menstruation. She speak about how they drop blood from their vagina. Obviously, this woman, she have no shame. All right. Let us see. I'll give you an example. This is a hadith from Aisha. Fantastical. Once one of the wives of the Prophet of Allah Messenger joined him in itikaf. The Prophet doing masturbation, or they supposedly is praying to Allah. She noticed a blood in yellowish discharge from her. You see, they put between two brackets between her from her private part. Aisha, she was sitting in front of men, telling them that there is something was coming from the of his wife while she was sitting with so there was a drop. Obviously she have an infection, sexual infection, because why she have yellowish discharge? All those things I learned, like I used to mention them, but those who study medicine, they told me this is infection, this is not right. Why women she have a yellowish discharge? She have a sexual infection. So a sexual infection, yellowish discharge coming from her vagina, and she put a dish under her when she prayed. What is the proof of this? As long as Aisha, she is a woman, and she is an invalid brain to witness anything. And why Aisha is the one who volunteered for those stories always? Where is the rest? Aisha, she became the speaker of the White House of Muhammad, the devil house. All the scandal of Muhammad is coming from Aisha. Once the Prophet was bewitched, so that he began to imagine that he had done a thing which in fact he had not done. Disaster. Who of you Muslim dare to say Aisha is lying? Aisha is invalid. Here you see the hypocrisy of this religion. When they speak about women, they insult women, they say women are stupid, but when they speak about Aisha, they bow down Al-Mazin, Al-Mizan, 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 his name is Al-Mizan, the scale. The Quran too, it does not say women forget, if a woman forget. It says if a woman errs. That's so good. You're a genius again. By the way, this is the same guy, you know, you block him, you come back. You don't dare to call me, but he is like, what his name last time? I forgot his name. Here we go. I need the women to remind me. Look what he said. The Quran does not, Quran 2:82 does not say if a woman forgot it. It says if she erred. Just to show you how stupid you are. I agree with you. The Quran does not say if a woman forget. The Quran does not even say if the women err. The Quran says tadul, which means she's lost. She lost her mind. But look how stupid what you are saying. You're saying it doesn't say if she forgot, it says if she err. So why the stupid Quran says so the other one will remind her, you idiot, if she did not forget? Right now you agree that the Quran is written by a stupid fool. Because if she did not forget, then you don't say so the other one she can remind her. Potato. So now me and Mr. Al-Mizan, we agree the Quran is written by a stupid mental idiot. He agreed himself and we saw his text. The Quran never said if she forgot. But the Quran says the other one will remind her. Remind her? But she did not forget. And this is what you said, not me. Are you there, Abdul? This is what you said, not me. You said the Quran did not say if she forget. So why the other one she will remind her if she did not forget? Are you saying that the one who wrote the Quran is using the wrong word? Shame on you. There's a verse in the Quran about people like you. Allah will insert a chain in your anus. You remember the verse in the Quran? And every ring of that chain have equal iron to all the iron in the earth. I don't know how big is your anus, but you better take it. Have fun. Even your God torture, by the way, is a sexual torture. I mean, he could not find a place to torture a man except his anus. And like what? Do Allah, he enjoy it really? Like when he sees something going in the anus of a man? So when a Muslim, he tried to fix it, he make it blind. I am assuming that Al-Mizan is Dr. Zakir Naik. Christian Prince, I got you busted. It didn't say if you forgot. It said if they err. Zakir Naik, are you sure? Exactly, I'm sure. Okay, I'm going to ask you for the second time. Are you sure? Christian Prince, I'm 100% sure. Okay, I will ask you for the third time. Christian Prince, you asked me for 1,000,000 times, I will say sure. Okay, so if she is not going to, she is not forgetting, so what the Quran says to the other women if she remind her? Zakir? Zakir? Christian Prince, I have to go because my mother-in-law is coming and I have to wash the dishes. What you did? What dishes? Just answer me before you go. Your mother-in-law, which one of them? You have 4. Don't go now. I mean, come on. Christian Prince, my mother-in-law, the third one, he come and do inspection. And if the house is not clean, I'm going to do the reading. Like what? Allah knows best what he is saying. Zakir Naik, just answer the question. Why it says she remind her if the first part of the chapter says, or the verse, if she err, is forgetting is an error? Stupidity is amazing. You know, even an atheist can do better than you. An atheist who he think he used to be a monkey, he became a human, he can do better than this. If we give this verse for an atheist, he will say, let us fix this, okay? So he will change the verse a little bit, you know, he will do some touch up, right? So he will say, okay, hold on, we can fix it, no problem, because we are atheists, okay? So the verse here says, and such you agree for witnesses, so that one of them, except if he is Joe Biden, the sleepy Joe, then you have to have 3 witnesses, because Joe, he will be sleeping. And now it's fixed. Like, what about the women? Okay, and if you have witnesses, get 2 women and 1 man, except Kamala Harris, because she is always laughing and nothing, and she is not focusing, and she can taking drugs. Ah, okay, now it's better. We have to agree. So she have to remind her, but how a creature who you just said she have a defect, she will remind other creature who have a defect? Aren't they the same maker? Aren't they the same producer? Isn't it this? They have the same equipment, both of them. It's like saying to me, we have Windows 98, and if Windows 98 did not function, use Windows 98. You see the stupidity, you know? If Windows 98 is outdated, is not running, use Windows 98. What is that? How in the world this intelligence work? And then Muhammad, he jumped like a monkey from a place to place, saying things nobody can reject. Look, women, they are stupid, according to Muhammad. And then suddenly, women are so evil. They are the shaitan. No, I cannot find this hadith here. Where is the hadith? Let us see. Try a different hadith. No, I cannot find it too. So we have to find it in different. Let us see. Muhammad, he said that most of women, they are going to be the fuel and the wood of the hellfire. But why? The most of the women, and he's talking about Muslim women, remember, he's talking about women who they are Muslims. But for sure, he's talking about women in general, right? But anyway, like who they are not Muslim, anyway, they will be the fuel of heaven, of hell, for sure, right? According to Islam. But here he's saying, this is a message for Muslim women. Most of you are the fuel of hellfire. But Muhammad, he have a solution for the women who they are, most of them, the fuel of the hellfire. What is the solution? Give me your bracelet and give me your earring. Unbelievable. So women, they are, most of them, they will go to hell. They are the fuel of the hellfire, but not If you give me your bracelet and your rings and your earrings, the golden one, you will not go there. Any Muslim can explain to us how those bad women, who Muhammad calling them the fuel of hellfire, suddenly they will go to heaven if they give Muhammad their earring and their bracelet. Hey women, do you like to go to heaven? Okay, do you like to go to heaven? Very easy. You have to give all your earring, all your gold, your bracelet, your jewelries to Muhammad. And then Muhammad, he prayed to Allah to take you to heaven, even you are the most disgusting person, you know, according to Muhammad. No problem. That's it, and you paid for it. I mean, you got what you pay for. Isn't it obvious that this man is a fraud? How he starts saying that he saw that women, most of them, they are going to go to hellfire. I observe a prayer with the Messenger of Allah on the day of Eid. Yeah, the day of the Eid, the holiday. He commanded, he commanded with the prayer before the sermon, without adhan and iqama. He did not even make iqama, he did not make adhan, he started the prayer. Okay, Muhammad, you do as you wish. Then he stood up, leaning on Bilal. And Bilal, the poor slave, the black slave, used as a stick for Muhammad. And he commanded them to be guarded against evil for the sake of Allah. Okay, and then he says, and he preached the people, admonished them. And then he came to a woman. He asked them to give alms. For most of them, they are the fuel of hell. Brother, you are going to be the fuel of hell. But if you give the Prophet your bracelet and your earring, you will not. Bilal, put your dress in the floor, brother. And now, all of you women, take off your earring, not your panties. Just we cannot take your panty. What you would do with it? It's very Victoria's Secret is important. It's very expensive. You can sell it in eBay. Oh, okay. In this case, put your panty with this jewelry. It's no problem. It sounds like it's a jewelry for me. So, and the Prophet start collecting all the money they have. You cannot understand Islam without your twisted mind. This hadiths imply that women were not sacrificing. So what? Sacrificing like men. Like what? Look at this idiot. Sacrificing. Ooh. Hold on, you stupid idiot. You donkey, you certified idiot. Just to show you how stupid you are. Guys, this guy is super intelligent like Allah. You cannot understand Islam with your twisted mind. This hadith implies that women were not sacrificing like men who sacrifice their lives for Islam, and women don't even give charity. You stupid idiot. Isn't it your Prophet? He says the jihad of the women is Hajj. That's it. She is doing jihad. So she's sacrificing the same. That's what he said to her. Jihadul mara hajjuha. She go around the Kaaba wearing nothing. Same time, you idiot. If the woman, she gave her bracelet, isn't it this is what the man he gave her? You see how stupid you are? So when your wife, she gave what she have, isn't it what she have? It's you giving her. Isn't it the Quran says the man, he should be charging the women, and you know, because they spend money on them. So the man, he give the women money, and then the woman, she take your money and give it to the Prophet, and that make her sacrifice. where she is sacrificing the money of the husband, those earrings from the husband, and those bracelets are from the husband. So the husband should go to heaven. Do you see the stupidity? Same time, Abdul. You know, I understand you are desperate trying to prove something. Let us go to different hadith, just to make it more clear. Not for you, because it's very clear for you. I mean, come on, you are a Muslim. I never saw smart people like you. Is that because they are not sacrificing, Muhammad saying, or because they have half a brain, you liar? Let us go to the very important hadith. The Prophet says, "O women, folk, you should give it charity and be diligent in seeking Allah forgiveness, because I have seen, i.e. the night of and so ever to heaven, the door of the hell, the majority of the door of hell are women. Women among them," she said, why the majority of the hell is us? The Prophet says, you curse frequently, and ungrateful to your husband. In spite of your lacking in wisdom and failing in religion, you are disbelieving the wisest of men and of their intelligence. Do you see it? So Muhammad, he claimed, because women, they have a lack of intellect and lack of wisdom, and they are stupid, not like men, that will make them go to hell. Upon this, a woman, she asked, what is the deficiency of women of our wisdom? What? The question. What is the deficiency in our wisdom and our religion? Read carefully. The question is so clear. Muhammad announced that women, they have deficiency in two things. Wisdom, which means the brain. Religion, which means they are not faithful. He said, your lack of wisdom can be well judged in the fact that the evidence of two women is equal to one man. So you're stupid when you said to me, the Prophet, he meant if she err. He was talking about her if she is a stupid, not if she is a stupid. Correct, people? Muhammad proving the lack of wisdom of women by what? By a verse he fabricated from the Quran, saying that one man is equal to two women. And the translation of the Muslim is so clear. The lack of wisdom. This is not my words. This is not me saying the word. This is not me inserting the word. This is your Prophet saying. The lack of wisdom. Any Muslim have a comment? The lack of wisdom of women proven by the Quran, one man equal to two men. Who said that? Muhammad. Who don't agree from the Muslims? All of you now did agree, because already you made a lot of poo-poo. All of you made a lot of poo-poo, including this Al-Mazin. He said to me, if she err, not forget, if she err. Any Abdul? So now we have a complete image of what Muhammad he said in chapter 2, verse number 282. Why women she cannot be a witness? Because she have a deficiency. And look, it's not me who is using the word deficiency. It is Muslims. Do you see it? This is not my website. This is not my translation. This is not my words. This is the Muslim website. They are the one who is saying, Muhammad he said, that women they have deficiency. And do you know what deficiency mean? What deficiency mean? Somebody teach me English. What does that mean? What that word mean? Defect, what defect mean? Can somebody give me the official? Let us go to Google, peace be upon him. What deficiency mean? Dictionary. The quality or state of being defective or lacking some necessarily quality or element. The quality of a state or state of being deficient, etc. So there's a lack, there's an error, there's a defect in their creation, there is something wrong in them. Short in such a thing like, you know, thinking. They have deficiency in their thinking. They have deficiency here. It's about the brain. So what Muhammad is saying, that all women, they are a defect. And because of the defect by nature, women, they will go to hell. But here you notice that the one who made this statement is the most stupid idiot ever. Who is a Muslim can prove me wrong? Who can challenge me? If we ask Muhammad, and who is the one who created the women? They will say Allah. Who is the one who said women, they have deficiency? They say Allah, Prophet, which mean Allah. So Allah, He created them with deficiency, and then Allah will punish them for deficiency He created? People, do you understand how stupid Muhammad is? He's trying to say women, they have deficiency in the brain, but the fact by saying this statement, he just proved that he is deficient himself. Because if Allah is the one who created the women, and they are created in such a way, that means the deficiency is coming from Allah. So how you punish them for deficiency you created? Remember, he's saying they will go to hell. Because of what? Because of the deficiency, which is lack of wisdom and religion. Okay, is that a nature? It is a nature thing, which means it's a natural thing. We are talking just about gender. We are not talking about specific women. Any creature is a female, according to Muhammad, have deficiency in the brain. And Muhammad, he proved it, saying the Quran says 2 men equal to 1 man, which means a man, he have 2 brain, women have 1 or half 1. And then because they have deficiency in the brain, and then because they have menstruation, look what the things is getting more horrible. Because they have menstruation, they don't pray the same as Muslims, because Allah forbid them from praying when they have menstruation. So you stupid, you forbid them from praying when they have their menstruation, and that make them lack of faith? Since when the vagina cause a lack of faith? Excuse my language. The vagina is bleeding. Her faith is bleeding too. How stupid this idiot is. Isn't it Allah is the one who made them have menstruation? So Allah is going to punish women, send them to hell for 2 reasons. Number 1, they have a lack of they have deficiency in their brain. Number 2, they have menstruation. Any Muslim? Who is the stupid here? She have deficiency in her intelligence, and she have deficiency in her religion. What is deficiency in her religion? Because when she have menstruation, she don't pray, but you forbid her from praying. Why you forbid her from praying? So now you forbid her from praying when she have menstruation, and now that make her defect. This is how amazing the God of Islam. And now we find out that all women, they will go to hell because they have menstruation. Hey, atheist, do you think women, they can decide to not to have menstruation in the future, like fix this issue? As long like you're a Darwinism, you know? Like she can order herself there, like to not to do, like to change this, you know, menstruation thing. I mean, what? Come on, you do improvement, you know, Darwin. You know, she would order her private part not to go there and not to do this menstruation thing, and after 1 billion years, she would be menstruation free. And here you see that atheists and Muslims, they are the same bed. They are stupid things, you know. They say stupid things, which is incredibly stupid.